Hey, hello everybody. My name is Malindima Bellington Walia the first. Welcome today on another episode of the Kuchalo podcast. Today we have another interesting person. I'll allow them to introduce themselves. Please go ahead.
Hello, my name is Tiffany, and I'm just really happy to be here.
Oh, thank you for sparing time
Oh,
out
yes.
of your busy schedule.
Oh, yeah, thank you for inviting me.
Oh, thank you. So, we want today to talk about some aspects of business. If you could give us some advice on business. So, can you tell us what you do?
Yeah, I own my own bakery. My husband and I do.
Okay.
Yeah, we own a bakery called Creanas LLC,
Okay.
and we specialize in African meat pies. We also sell cookies and sweetbreads and sweet rolls.
Oh, I've tested your bakings before. They are really good.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
So I'm wondering. So your bakery, is it something you built from scratch or something you're maintaining? Like, there's some people who take up their parents' bakeries or their parents' companies and they just begin to maintain them and build from where they started. So which one is it?
Yeah, I built it just from scratch.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's a lot of fun, and I'm
Mhm.
glad I started it
Oh wow. So
Yeah.
how long have you been doing it?
since 2020.
Since 2020?
Yeah.
Oh wow, you've
Yep.
been really consistent. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying.
So how's been the run?
It's been really well.
Mhm.
Actually, to be honest, I wasn't even thinking about starting a business.
Oh really?
Yeah, it wasn't even in my mind. My
Mhm.
friend, my mentor actually encouraged me to start it.
Oh wow.
And then my husband helped me along the way, and then uh, bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah, I've seen you've been
Yeah.
pretty consistent. You see, with an industry where like it's dominated by these big factories, big companies, and you're there, you're like surviving. Because I once saw you on the newspapers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you're giving there was certain event where you're giving your bakings or something.
No, you know what? Actually, when I saw someone else that was local in the paper, I'm like, oh, I want to be in the paper too. And so I just contacted someone from the Idaho State Journal,
Oh,
and
wow.
I just, yeah,
Oh, so do you have a physical store here or anywhere?
Technically, I don't have a brick and mortar necessarily, but I do rent a kitchen at ISU.
Oh.
Yeah, and so when people make orders, they come and pick that up.
Oh,
So,
wow, I didn't
yeah.
know that.
Yeah, but the goal is to have a brick and mortar.
Okay, that's nice. So, what are some of the challenges that you have faced along the way?
Keeping up, well, keeping up with inventory, keeping up with competition.
Yeah.
It's just really keeping up in general. That's definitely a big challenge for me, for sure. And also to juggle everything.
Yeah.
We have a smallish team, so
Mhm.
it's a little challenging to do the photography and
Yeah.
the taxes and the baking.
I
So
see. And on the competition, how's it going like with other competitors?
yeah, it's actually going well. I mean, I try to keep my competitors in sight, but then I try not to let that distract me from
Yeah.
what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I kind of think of burgers, for example. You have McDonald's and
Yeah.
Jack in the Box. You know, they're competition, but everybody has their preference.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's really interesting. There's someone who told me that the keys like to financial stability is like starting up something your own, and I feel like if you're not there, you're heading there already.
Yep. You just have to go for it. Yeah.
So many people they have they like have ideas of wanting to start something, but they always like fail because maybe due to consistency, or they've got plans of doing something but they just never put them into motion. Have you ever been like that kind of a person before?
Yes and no. I always tell people it's just human nature. If you really want it, you'll go for it.
Yeah.
So, like I told you before the interview, I started a YouTube channel, and that just wasn't for me, so I just stopped.
I see.
Yeah, so, but I started the bakery, and I really liked it, so I kept going. So, like I said, if you really want it, you'll go for it.
Yeah, it looks like your bakery is being consistent.
Yeah, definitely trying.
Do you plan on like going bigger, like nationwide, or?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I told my mentor, I said I would love to go bigger than worldwide, but since that's all we have, I'll just
Yeah.
settle for that.
Yeah, that's fine. So apart from bakery, what's like? Cause I believe that every business needs like a source of income. So apart from bakery, what else do you do?
That's it.
Mm.
That's
That's it?
that's my job.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
And you're being able to sustain yourself and everything.
Yes, but my husband, I do have a husband, and he
Mhm.
works, so
Okay.
that really does help.
Okay.
Yeah, so I did work at another job before
Mm-hmm.
the bakery. I did the bakery full time, I guess, and then my other job
Mhm.
full time, and then I was making enough in my business to quit my other job. So
Okay.
now I
So,
can
sh-
do it
so,
full
so should
time.
I also quit my job and start a business?
Well, I would look at your stats first
Okay.
before, but
Yeah.
it's definitely possible.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's another mistake people make. Like, so how long did it take you to quit your job when you started your business?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Mhm.
I think it was maybe 2.5 years.
Okay. So
Yeah.
during that 2.5 years, you're doing your job and the business.
Yes.
Okay.
How I did it, I
Mhm.
don't know.
Wow.
All God. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
how I
that's
did it.
definitely God.
Yeah.
Wow. So did you see that did your business need a certain like income that you saw that this is now able to sustain me to quit my job?
Yeah, well, to be honest, at the
Mhm.
time, my husband got a better job than
Mhm.
what he started with.
Mhm.
And so we talked about it. And so at the time, it wasn't quite ready for me to quit my first job
Yeah.
to go full time in the business. But
Mhm.
it just so happened of good timing that we just had really good timing on that. But yeah, so that was really helpful. But now that we're more established, it's
Yeah.
definitely time to like pay not only myself and my team, but also hire other people.
Oh wow.
Hmm
So how many employees do you have right now?
We're a team of 5.
Okay, you're a
So,
team.
yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's great.
Uh-huh.
So I believe in the red car theory. Have you ever heard of the red car theory?
I have not.
Yeah, so there's this theory. They say that if I approach you and say that for every red car you see, I'll give you $20.
Oh.
So as you are going on the road, you spot multiple red cars. As
Oh, I
you would see them, but you won't pay attention to them.
Mhm.
But you spot them more frequently because someone told you they'll pay you for that. So I feel like success, it attracts people who chase it.
Definitely.
Yeah. So
Yes.
if you're chasing it, you definitely find it.
Yes.
So do you think that's true?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like I kept on saying, if you really want it, you'll go for it. But however, I think it's really important not to focus on money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm reading a book called Hug Your Customer,
Mhm.
and that's really a game changer for me to really focus on what you need to be focused on is the customer or the people that you're serving.
Yeah.
And that really does make a difference. And also it brings money in too, but that brings in referrals and all that stuff that
That's
come with
nice,
it.
yeah. So do you think that there's some point where like you were into your business, like it occupied most of your time and maybe you kind of like moved away from other things? Did it ever disturb you in life? Did it require much of your lifetime?
Oh yes, it definitely did. It impacted a lot, physically, mentally, emotionally. I think it was mainly when I first started because I wasn't quite sure how to balance everything.
Yeah.
So that was definitely a challenge for sure.
So how about now?
Oh, now it's a lot better.
Oh,
Yeah, I
You
definitely.
kind of have the grip on it.
Yes, I definitely have to be more disciplined,
Mhm.
especially with my time off,
Mhm.
because I don't want to hate my job.
Mhm.
So I say nope. I'm having time off right now.
Oh, wow,
So
that's-
yeah, so I definitely gained a lot of self discipline in that
Oh,
area.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
Yes.
So, do you think there's ever a time when it has ever came between your spiritual life or your faith? Maybe you say you want to go to church or you want to worship, and someone gives in a large order that will require that time.
Yeah. Before, yes, it
Mhm.
has, but like I said, now I'm a little better of managing my time. So, and also of the power of saying no.
Yeah.
But yeah, that unfortunately these are my hours. But sometimes if a customer really wants something, then I have to be there for that customer. But yeah, so I try not to let it get in between my faith and church and everything like that.
Understand. So was there a time ever you felt like giving up? Where have you ever made any losses that led you to feel like that?
Oh yeah, definitely, tons of times. There's so many times when I was like, oh, maybe I should just quit or just stop what I'm doing.
Can you give one particular example that really got to you, that almost put you at the brink of giving up?
Yeah, that was actually probably when I first started, maybe a couple months after I first started, when I was saying yes to all these orders, and it was way overwhelming for me. It was taking up my sleep and my time, and that's when I was like, am I sure I really want to do this? I just don't know what I'm doing. I'm just starting off and I already want to quit. So yeah,
Wow.
so definitely I did want to quit for sure, multiple times. Yeah.
So in your run with your business, were there some financial mistakes that you've ever made?
Oh yeah. Thankfully they weren't major mistakes. Not like thousands of dollars, but yeah, definitely I made mistakes for sure, and I'm happy that they were small mistakes, so I know now what to watch out for.
Okay. Oh, wow. So what could I watch out for to avoid some financial mistakes?
Definitely. Well, I know that for a fact I don't have to say yes immediately. You can. People will wait if they want your product. They'll wait. If they really want to have business with you, they can wait.
Okay.
So just take your time, breathe, really do your research, and just take your time. So that's definitely a lesson I learned.
I see. So do you believe in going into debt to start a business?
It depends. It depends on really what you want to do. At first, I did not want to go into debt. I did not take any loans. I purely just went on just what I had. So there's other people that just want to go all in and just want to go on loans and everything, which is okay for them if they want to do that. But as I always told myself, if you really don't have to go into debt, don't do it. Yeah. So if you just want to not have that monthly payment or have that burden or whatever on top
So
of you.
you didn't acquire any debt to start your business?
No.
Oh wow.
No, I'm not really a loans person. I only take out loans if I absolutely have to. Yeah, but I did not start off with debt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah, I also feel like going into debt to start a business is like a 50-50, because you're not sure if that business is going to work out or not, and you might find some difficult challenges in the way. But what about going into debt to maintain a business?
Well, if you're really confident that you have a good following and you're confident in your product, then it'll pay for itself. Like your business will pay for itself.
Yeah.
So definitely, if you just have that confidence, but you know, there's confidence and then there's your customers. You know, someone can be really confident on their product, but it may not be really good. So you have to have confidence in your product and confidence in the people that follow you.
I see. So was there a time where you overspent on your products?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I was kind of thinking about some products that I bought that I'm like, maybe it was a little bit too much. Maybe I shouldn't have bought that much stuff.
Yeah.
At least right now where I'm at. But it wasn't a bad thing. It was boxes, for example. Like, yeah. So it's one of those things where you have to buy a lot to have it sent. Yeah. So I'm like, well, maybe I should have, maybe not have bought that just yet. But it's one of those things where it will be used.
So is there a time in the year when you make like the most sales or receive most orders?
Oh yeah, in the summer for
In the
sure.
summer?
Oh yeah, in the
Oh, wow.
summer. Yeah, spring, summer when it's hot, everybody's out. So
And what's the period of the year when you receive least amount of orders?
yeah, probably in the beginning-ish of the year.
Okay.
Yeah, it kind of slows down, but I don't not I'm never not busy.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I see.
yeah, so I just definitely take that time to work on the back end of things. So that's really nice.
Okay. Oh wow. That's really
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Well, it's so interesting to talk to a young business entrepreneur, because you know, many people they are stuck into their 9 to 5, and I don't see many people seeing beyond their works. Like I believe that if you don't figure a way of making your own money, you'll continue working for the rest of your life. So, do you think that was something that was ever crossed your mind? Because I'm sure you had like a pretty job that was paying as good as your business, but you decided to start your own business.
Yeah. So if I get your question correctly, like you're asking me like if I look beyond my 9 to 5 job. Yeah, definitely I have, for sure. It was mainly like I wanted to be my own boss. Yeah, so, and I really wanted to tell myself what to do and not like other people. So that was definitely my push, my drive.
Oh, yeah, and it's good, like when you become your own boss, you make as much as you want according to the work you put in.
Yes, yeah, and it definitely requires a lot of self-drive and discipline, for sure.
Oh, that's really nice. So what would you tell a person out there working a 9 to 5, looking maybe to start up their own business, but maybe they don't know yet of where to start or what to do with their business? They might have the money, but they just don't know what to start. What can you tell to such a person?
Well, the worst that can happen is it just doesn't work out. Then just try something else. So I would just say just go for it and really know what your passion is. And also see like how you can be unique over other people that are already doing that thing. So definitely find your niche.
So what made you unique over other people?
Yeah, that's a good question, because there's a lot of places that make what I make. So one thing is customer service. I definitely, I just hold that so high. I definitely want people to know that, hey, I'm here for you and I want you to have the best experience when you are experiencing my business. So that, and then also just ingredients. Like I make sure to have the best of the best. I try not to be cheap. So mainly just to not be cheap with not cheap with customer service, with ingredients, with so many things, to make sure that I pop.
So do you get your ingredients locally?
Yes, I try to, and especially if it's something, for example, like a peach pie. I try to buy local. So because it definitely makes a difference.
All right. Well, thank you very much for coming to our Charlo episode. And it was a pleasure having you.
Oh, thank you for having me. It was fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.